Are you wondering what the real estate market looks like today in Memphis, Tennessee, and in Olive Branch, Mississippi? Well, stick around because today I'm going to discuss with you the market trends, how the market is doing in West Tennessee and North Mississippi. We're all going to also going to discuss mortgage rates, going to compare mortgage rates this week between two different banking institutions. And then I'm going to share with you some much needed crucial information that you will want to know about before you sell your home or before you buy. I'm Sondretta Green, your go-to real estate expert licensed in Tennessee and in Mississippi. Welcome back to my channel, The Down and Dirty of Real Estate. And if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification button right there so that you never miss out on any of my amazingly awesome videos. And definitely, like I said, subscribe, like, and comment. So in today's video, I'm going to compare rates between First Bank and Patriot Mortgage. We're going to compare the rates, and then we're going to discuss the average days on market in the Memphis area and the surrounding areas of Memphis, Tennessee, and the surrounding areas of Olive Branch, Mississippi. And then I'm going to share some tips with buyers on negotiating your price when you're buying a home and different rates that are out there that can help you with new construction because they're offering a lot of deals. And then I'm going to help sellers know how to price your home appropriately so that it's not sitting on the market and you're losing much needed money. So the rates for Patriot Bank, the USDA 30-year fixed rate is a 6.125. For the FHA and the VA 30-year fixed rates, they're 6.25. And for the conventional rate for 30-year fixed rate is 3.50. And for the 15-year conventional rate, that is sitting at a 5.75. And then Tennessee has the THDA, which is the Tennessee Housing Down Payment Assistance Program. That is sitting at a 6.50. And so also we have the First Bank rates here, and they have a 6.79 on a 30-year conventional loan. And then for the FHA, they have a 30-year fixed rate of 6.30. And then they have for the VA, they have a 6.31. And for the FHA, they have a 6.87. And then for the 15-year conventional, and they're calling it a conforming rate, but it is known as a conventional loan, for 15-year is 5.99. Now remember, these rates are determined, they're based off your credit score and your debt to income ratio. And so we get with the lenders, the experts, they'll pull your credit check and then they will give you a rate based off of that information. So the rate will vary based off, as you can see, the mortgage type, the type of loan that you get, and also based off your credit. So for my buyers out there, this is why it is so crucial for you to shop around and compare the rates, because in shopping around, as you can see, between First Bank and between Patriot, their rates, they differ. And so that will make a difference in your monthly mortgage payment. So you always want to shop around. And so with that being said, I'll also discuss builders. There's a lot of builders out there that are definitely looking to offload these houses. Beautiful, turnkey ready. They're new. You have efficiency. A lot of them have all the brand new appliances that are more efficient, a heating and cooling system that are brand new. And so with that being said, you're going to save money up front because they're offering a lot of incentives, and then you'll save money in the long run because now you're not having to get a new roof or get a new heating and cooling system. So with D&D, they are offering, and they're basically building in the Millington area, the Mumford and Atoka area, but they have an incentive of $20,000 that they're giving new home buyers when they purchase a D&D new construction home. And also, D&D offers a 10-year builder warranty, a 10-year builder warranty. So that's pretty awesome. So with this $20,000 incentive that D&D is offering, you can use that money for a closing cost, or you can also use it to buy your rate down. So instead of having a 6% interest rate, then you could buy it down, and then you could get maybe a 5% or maybe even lower. It just depends on the rules for the banking institution. And I know that for D&D, Patriot Bank, Nora O'Hara, which we saw her rates, she is the preferred lender. So you will have to use one of their preferred lenders in order to get this incentive. Also, if you're military, they're offering up to 6% that they'll give you towards closing costs, or you can use that on to buy down the rate. So that's 6% of the purchase price of the home. Instead of getting the 20,000, 6% will be a little more. So they're giving an incentive to their military members. Now we also have D.R. Horton, that they are builders in Mississippi. They're builders over in the Arlington area, the Toka, Mumford, Millington area. And so they always have a lower rate. The builder buys down the rate permanently. So, and it just depends from community to community. Sometimes it's 4.99. Last year they had some as low as 3.99. And then they usually offer a $10,000 incentive that you could use towards your closing costs. And also, if it's military or teachers, those hero categories, they usually offer an additional incentive. So with buyers, you do have some options versus getting the existing home, which you will use those interest rates that we compare between the two banking institutions, or you can get incentives from new construction. So, average days on market. What does this mean to the buyers? For my buyers, once these homes have exceeded their average days on market, then that's a benefit for you, because now you have negotiating power. You can go in and ask the seller to pay a portion of the closing costs or all of the closing costs, or you can also ask the seller to reduce the price because it's been sitting on the market for 3 months or 6 months or even longer. There's some houses that are sitting on the market even longer. So in those instances, you can go in and ask that the seller to reduce the price and ask for closing costs, or reduce the price. At any given time, however, when you're making an offer, you can always ask for closing costs or ask the price be lowered. However, when the average days on market have been exceeded, definitely ask for those incentives, because you never know, what's going on with the seller. And a lot of times at that point, the seller is highly motivated. So for my sellers, why does price matter? As you saw, the average days on market, and they're going up and up in a lot of communities. And when you do not price your home accordingly based off the market, then it will sit. 9 times out of 10, it will sit on the market. And so I always tell my sellers, it's just like when you go into a store and you see all the new merchandise out there, or even cars. When you go out there and you see the newest cars on the car lot, once the cars have been sitting for a while, and when it gets to the end of the year, now they have to reduce the price, because now they got to get rid of all these cars because they got the new cars coming. Same thing with houses. Buyers are going to wait because they see, okay, the price is too high. I really love this home. And they'll just wait you out and wait for you to chase the market. So instead of chasing a market, definitely let's price your home accordingly so that you won't waste any money. So the best way to do this is hire an expert like me to assist you in pricing your home accordingly, staging your home appropriately, getting the photographer out there so that we can put our best foot forward before we put your house on the market, and make sure it is in tip-top condition, and so that we can sell your home quick, fast, or in a hurry. The longer that it sits, the more money that you're wasting by it still being on the market. Some people have two mortgages. They've moved out of the house and now they have another mortgage. However, even if you're sitting in your house and you're waiting on it to sell, that's money that you're leaving on the table by pricing it accordingly and allowing it to sell fast so that you can move on. So, if you're thinking about selling your home, definitely my number is right here. Give me a call, and myself or one of my team members will get back with you and set up your strategy session to go ahead and get your home sold quickly in this market. And if you're looking at buying a home in this amazing market with new construction or existing builds, the Google form is right there in the pinned comments below. Go ahead and fill that Google form out, click that link, and myself or one of my team members will get with you to set up your free home buyer strategy session. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button up there and go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. Hit that notification bell so that you never miss out on a market update or any of my other amazingly awesome videos. And then comment below if there is some information that you need, if there's some things that you were not clear on. Definitely comment below, and myself or one of my team members will be monitoring the channel, and we will respond with you as to answer your questions as well. If there's some information you'd like for me to cover in a future video, definitely comment below. And if you know somebody that's looking to relocate to the West Tennessee or the North Mississippi area, or that's looking to sell their home, definitely share my channel with them, share my information with them, so that I can assist them in their home buying or home selling process. And I look forward to serving you in the near future. Have an amazingly awesome day.